G'day, it's Pete here and I'm back for Hand of the Week. Now this hand, or hands actually today, comes from the final of the Australian National Open teams, which was played by Team Lavazza versus Team Milner. And Lavazza actually went on to win by a small margin of 4.9 imps. And they had a good comeback in the final session, but there was a little bit of an issue where there was two fouled boards in the final match, and one of them was a really good board for Team Milner, which at the table that they got to play was really good. It could have been duplicated, of course, but would it have? And if it hadn't, then that would have swung the match back in the other favour. And then there was a board which actually probably was the swing board that actually put Lavazza in the lead. So let's have a look at these. So this first one, North-South have 28 high card points, and 7 spades is a fantastic contract if spades are 2-1. If spades are 2-1, you're going to be making this contract. If they're 3-0, you're still not down yet. You have to guess who's got that, and you still have some play. So, really good slam contract that North-South managed to bid all the way to 7 spades. But at the other table, the board was like board 27 and 28 were put in the wrong slots, and it came out differently, so that West was the dealer. So instead of South getting to open this hand and North-South getting to bid all the way to 7 spades, instead of this, West actually got to open first and just opened 3 clubs. And then North-South only managed to get to 6 spades after this opening bid, but it's a lot tougher after the preempt there. But because there weren't the same standards of like, they both got to open the South hands, the board was scrapped and was redealt, and they played a random board. So this was a really good board for North-South, managing to get to 7 spades, wiped away, and could have been a little bit infuriating, but it was all random, it was all fair in the end, but just a bit unfortunate. But then if we look at the swing board, so this board was a really good board for Lavazza. And what happened was one table played 5 diamonds double making, and the other table played 5 diamonds double down 1. So let's just run through what happened in the bidding. So both Norths chose to open 2 spades, a weak 2 in spades, even though they've got a 5 card major. Not a 4 card major, a 5 card major, but they chose this because it's not good enough to open, and they probably don't want to pass with such an offensive hand. So they got in there with 2 spades, even though it had some drawbacks. Both tables bid 3 diamonds, and the Souths competed to 3 spades. Now, this is where it varied a little bit in the bidding. One table bid 3 no trump, and then North chose to bid 4 spades. So not only did they preempt with a side 5 card major, they broke all the rules and bid again. But probably because they had such an offensive hand, they chose to do this, which is actually a good sacrifice over 3 no trump. And then the auction continued with 5 diamonds, pass, pass, double. Now, this was one auction. This was with the Italians North-South and Team Milner East-West here. At the other table, the East-West, instead of bidding 3 no trump, chose to double. And this went pass 4 diamonds, pass 5 diamonds. And then after this, not passed out, it got doubled again. So slightly different auction. So the inferences you can draw from the auction, I think, are really important about North choosing to bid over 3 no trumps, or show that they had a really distributional hand, whereas here they could have just had this very routine 2 spade opening. So this was just this also swayed the opening lead, I believe, because Justin Lyle, sitting South, chose to lead the Jack of Spades, which seems pretty normal in this auction. There's no reason that your partner has to have a singleton club when the opponents have a big diamond fit. So trying to find them with a club ruff could work, but it is quite risky. So he just chose to lead the Jack of Spades. Now, at this stage, plus 200 is the best you can get out of this. But the contract actually made, and it makes sense of why it would make. I actually predicted that it would, because you don't know your partner has this 5 card heart suit. So the player went in with the ace, they drew trumps, and then led the Jack of Hearts from this South hand. And it looks like they're just going to run the Jack and finesse the Queen. So he played low, and they hopped in with the King, and then they've got 11 tricks, and they made this contract. He didn't expect his partner to have a 5 card major, so hopping up with the ace seems non-intuitive. Whereas at the other table, Cementa found the best lead, which was the ace of clubs lead, but this might also be helped by the fact that your partner bid 4 spades on the auction. Knowing that they had this really offensive hand, they've got some extra distribution, so they tried to give their partner a ruff, and you can actually get plus 500 out of this. So after it goes club, club, ruff, if they switch to the king of spades now and hop in with their partner, can hop up with the ace of hearts and cash the spade, and you can get plus 500. They chose to switch to a heart, which guarantees it, makes sure their partner doesn't duck the ace of hearts. But yeah, so heart lead to the ace, and then they got their plus 200 because the spade went away on the king of hearts. So I found this hand really interesting. It was a swing board that put Lavazza in front, and they managed to hold on by a small margin to go back-to-back wins for the Australian National Open teams. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's Hand of the Week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.